Salute, Raiders. Oh, real quick, y'all. Light the beam.
Get that in.
Yo, salute to everybody here in the building. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphk and Wasted Show.
Or the Wasted and Graphk Show, whichever way you like to slice it.
Bing, 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 bing. Factory. Salute, man, to the chat, man. The greatest chat in YouTube history, man. Also, man, special shout out to the Warrior fans in the chat. I see you guys, man. Love you guys, man. Hope you guys have a, great offseason.
Happy trails to the Warriors dynasty, man. We never knew ye. The Warriors dynasty is effectively killed because they decided to take James Wiseman instead of LaMelo Ball.
And there you have it.
Wait. They kept Draymond karate kicking Green. It's nasty work. And now you got Steph and Steve Kerr on an island, and I'm happy. I'm here for it, man.
Hey, man, salute to everybody here in the bill. I'm just talking my shit a little bit, you guys, because we got a little get back from last year, 7-game series. Hey, man, to be real with you, I know Zion is out this Friday. They are 5-0 against this year. They even beat us at one point without Zion by 33 points. So, look, this is the time for me to talk my shit a little bit because it's the only chance I may have all season. But let's get to some Raiders stuff, man. Let me. All right. I had to talk my shit real quick, man. Salute to the chat, you guys. Wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, man, what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button, man. Pay your bar tabs. You already know what time it is. Big week ahead of us right now, man. For us Raider fans, the draft is right away. I mean, like right around the corner. We'll be flying out pretty much this time next week out to Detroit, for the draft. And there's a lot of talk right now, man, about the quarterback position. We're going to break down a lot of stuff here, man. But real quick, in the chat, salute to Mateo Golden State Warriors asleep this afternoon. This is Factory Outlet, man. Salute to the almost 500 plus people, whether you're watching on Twitter, Waste's channel, my channel. Doesn't matter, man. We love you guys.
Already, man.
You said what?
We got almost 500 people already.
Yeah, man. You already know we got the greatest chat in the world, man.
Man, I tell you, doesn't it feel great when you do a show and people actually watch it? It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
love it.
Man,
it's a beautiful thing, man.
Hey, we work for it. You know what I mean? So, hey, we definitely deservingly so, man. But
man, I love everybody in here, man. Appreciate all of y'all being up in the place to be, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Factory. So let's talk about it, you guys. Today, a friend of the show, Jordan Schultz, broke down some. It wasn't really some breaking news, Wasted, but it's some interesting news that we've been talking about probably over here for a few months now, right? I mean, smoke screen season is almost over because the draft is right around the corner. And, a name that we've been talking about, in that second and third round, those middle rounds at the quarterback position now, it looks as though our Raiders are potentially interested in Spencer Rattler. And two other teams were brought up in the tweet, the New York Giants, which, I'm pretty sure they're going to probably go wide receiver, tackle right there, in the first round, the top 10. But
I got a hot take about the Giants.
Let's go.
I think the Giants are the one team that's in play for people to move up. The Giants are in play. The Giants are a team where they are one of the worst teams in the National Football League. They've made some really, really, really bad mistakes. With their roster, they have a lot of holes on that roster. They do have talent, But I think the Giants are in play to get some more picks. I don't see the Giants selecting from the place that they're selecting. I see them moving down.
So depending on who's there, because I'm starting to see a lot of mock drafts, man, where Jaden Daniels ends up being available at 3. Daniel Jeremiah has said this since day one. I don't know if you've seen a lot of his mock drafts, and he's hit on a lot. I'm going to be real with you. I don't really go off of a lot of people's mock drafts. Last year, I remember him calling the Cardinals, who they trade with last year, Wasted. I forgot who they traded with, but he called a lot last year. He still has the Commanders going with Drake May at 2. He has not wavered from that. He's one of the only guys that is stuck with that. And I'm telling you, man, if you go back and look at some of the stuff that he's put out there leading up to the draft, he's hit, man. And it's going to be interesting to see if the kid, is there available at 3 with the New England Patriots on the board, because, once again, we've talked about that team with so many holes across their O-line, the receiving core. I mean, they need more than just a quarterback at this point. So that's going to be one I think the Commanders really hold this draft hostage right with the number 2 pick in terms of us in our draft class, because everyone knows it's not a secret, you guys, that we would like to have Jaden Daniels as a Raider. But it's going to be interesting, man. Time is right around the corner. But what do you think about this potential Spencer Rattler thing? The Seattle Seahawks is another team. Me and you talked offline about they have Geno on a pretty inexpensive deal as a starter, and they can move on from that contract. They just traded for Sam Howell. But they'd be an interesting team to move on Spencer Rattler there in the 2nd or 3rd round. How are you feeling about the latest news on the Rattler, man?
Man, look, Spencer Rattler's a guy that, if you go to traditional scouting, to take a guy that is below 6'2", in the top 15, old school scouts don't do stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But he's a boomer bust kind of guy. He was MVP at the Senior Bowl. He took a lot of snaps he took more snaps at South Carolina than Oklahoma, but he's a guy who was a 5-star recruit. Everybody thought he had Patrick Mahomes written all over him. And now he's a guy that if you are looking for a quarterback and you're a team who has an incumbent quarterback that you can live with, he is a risk worth taking. Yeah. Now, the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks are those teams, right? Geno Smith has played pretty well, but nobody's looking at him like he's the future. You can see what John Snyder's done. He's going out there. He's brought in Sam Howell, and he's a guy that can be in play. The Seahawks, like we talked offline, they have predominantly been guys who have drafted with the first round defense. Yeah. So they're probably going to lean into that trope. They need a linebacker. They need an edge rusher really, really bad. I can't see them doing this. So I can see the Seattle Seahawks addressing the quarterback need and the quarterback of the future in the 2nd round, right? But would it be Spencer Rattler? No. Would it be the New York Giants? Possibly, because of Daniel Jones, and Daniel Jones kind of being in that neither word of a guy that they drafted and they want to succeed, but he's been too hurt to see whether he can succeed. And then they're looking like, well, hey, maybe we need to get him a wide receiver. We need to get him some more protection. Maybe that thing can work, right? Yeah. But the Raiders, it makes a whole hell of a lot of sense if the Raiders go left tackle, defensive player. 3rd round, the Raiders might want to move back into the 2nd round and get a Spencer Rattler if one of the guys that they wanted was gone, because he's the kind of talent that, he's the kind of talent that you want to, actually try to cultivate, because you see how he is, man. He makes some oh shit throws. He makes some oh shit mistakes. And he's the kind of guy, if you can kind of put that talent in a box, he could be special. Yeah, no, definitely. There's 2 guys that I would keep an eye on in terms of Seattle. I don't think that Seattle goes in the 2nd round to get Spencer Rattler. They have 2 capable quarterbacks on their roster right now. Bo Nix and Michael Penix Jr., the Oregon connection up there, the Washington connection, if they're available in the 2nd round, I can maybe see them doing that. But we talked about it. I see Seattle potentially doing that, taking the edge rusher in the 1st round, maybe even some O-line help. But also, I think they may be the first team in the 2nd round if they don't take a Bo Nix or Michael Penix, if they're available on a linebacker. They may be the first team to take an Edgerrin Cooper or take a, I don't know, even if they value Trotter over him or a Peyton Wilson. I think that they will go the defensive route. If Rattler's available in the 3rd round, though, I can definitely see Seattle saying, okay, now we could potentially move on from Geno, not have to pay him big time money. And we have two young quarterbacks on rookie deals. So it makes sense for Seattle. You know more about the Giants than me. You live up there in the tri-state area. You know what I mean? Daniel Jones is getting paid a shit ton of money. They just went and got Drew Lock.
right? Another kid that's coming off of a contract from Seattle. So they have a capable backup as well. It's going to be interesting to see what they do, but I can definitely see Spencer Rattler being tied to those three teams, especially with us because of the holes. Like, we don't have the traditional, like, if we needed a linebacker, I wouldn't be too much worried. If we just needed a corner, it's like, okay, we're okay. We need a right tackle, right? Like that's major. We need a quarterback. You know what I mean? We potentially need a guard in this year's draft. There's so many, like there's not a lot of holes, but the holes are major. You know what I mean? Like, and if Rattler's there in the third and you actually get a right tackle, you get Fuaga or you get Cooper Beebe in the second round, and you address that right side, I wouldn't be against going to get Rattler in the third round.
No, because listen, maybe because of some of the holes in his game and the fact that, like, look, I'm a guy who sees football the way Bill Parcells did. Bill Parcells always said that you don't take undersized players high.
Yeah.
You don't. You know what I mean? Unless they were super special. But if you look at the way Bill Parcells always drafted, he always drafted big dudes, guys who kind of fit that kind of supposed skill set. Spencer Rattler is only 6 foot tall.
Yeah, he is.
Quarterback, that's not great. And if you have a 6 foot tall quarterback, you want him to be more of an accurate guy. And that's where he struggles. He struggles with, like, consistently processing and efficient reads.
Definitely.
He's a guy who isn't very well under center. He's played in that air raid offense. He's played in a lot of gimmicky offenses, and I don't know if his skill set is going to transfer to National Football League, but he has supreme arm talent.
He is a dizzy Patrick Mahomes with the Drew Brees frame.
Man, you know what? That's a bar, bro. That's a bar. I got to give you your credit on that, my brother. I got to give you your credit, man. Salute to you, bro.
Hey, man. Salute to Pablo. Appreciate you, man. 5 new members, man. If you guys want to become a member, hit the links. They're pinned up top. Me and Wasted both have memberships. If you guys would like to join, we appreciate it. Definitely helps what we do over here. Shieldmore, man. Salute to Pablo and salute to all the new members. Hell no to Rattler. Salute to Omar and the $2 donation. Also, salute to our guy, Black Sales. What's good, bro? Salute. I know everyone wants a right tackle. Am I crazy to want Mitchell or Arnold and finish off building this defense and get O-line later? I'm not against that. You know what's funny, Black Sales? If the draft went like this, right? Quinyon Mitchell, Michael Penix, if he's there in the second round, and then you got our guy Blake Fisher in the third round, right tackle out of Notre Dame, I wouldn't be upset because you still addressed pretty much all your major needs. You know what I mean? So I'm not against that. I'm not against taking a corner that early, but I just think at this point, man, like, I think defense is going to be our strength. And yeah, you want to continue to build on that, but there's some really good corners that that are going to be available in those middle rounds. We've talked about all of them. You know what I mean? Like,
I disagree. I disagree. I totally disagree.
Go ahead.
I think that offensive line is at a premium in this draft. If you look at the strongest positional groups in this draft, it's tackles and guards. They got tackles, guards, and centers up and down this draft. Like for real. I mean, more than I've seen, right? There are only 4 guys, corner-wise, that kind of are high-end blue-chip talents. Quinyon Mitchells and guys like that. There's only like 4 of those blue-chip talents, man.
I disagree wholeheartedly. I think there's way more than that. And I think that
blue-chip?
Bro, some of the best corners are going to be mid-round guys in this year's draft. I'm telling you right now. I love Arnold. I love Quinyon Mitchell. Quinyon's my favorite. So I'm taking him out of the equation because I just want him to be a Raider. But there's other guys. The young pup out of Georgia, if you take him in the second round, this dude can be a starter. Both guys in Missouri. You know what I mean? Like
blue chip Graphk, they got holes in their games, bro. They're not like look, man, when you talk about Quinyon Mitchell, bro, this is a guy that day one in the NFL is going to come into this league and possibly be a Pro Bowl player. Some of them guys in the middle rounds, like even the kid out of Oregon, big kid,
Kyrie,
physical, Kyrie. Like, listen, big kid, physical, but I don't know whether or not he's a blue chip talent because he has certain holes in his game. He has blue chip ability, but I don't know if that's going to translate at the next level. You only got 3 guys that you can possibly that you look at and you're like, you know what, this guy's a stud. That guy's a stud, and I'm not even putting Kool-Aid McKinstry in that mix.
I was going to ask you because so you don't have him as a blue chip guy.
Well, no, because look, he has blue chip technique, but his ability doesn't jump off the page. I mean, his speed and stuff like that. He's one of them guys I think is going to be a solid starting like Rock Ya-Sin level corner. That's what kind of corner I think he's going to be.
But I'm not mad at that. But I think that Cam Hart is going to be special. And I know that may be Notre Dame bias.
That's Notre Dame bias.
No, but watching him week in and week out, bro, Cam Hart has the measurables, bro. He's like, I think that Cam Hart can be one of the ones. It may take a year or two, you know what I mean, to polish him up and get him right. But in that Graham system, that big body corner, I think Cam Hart can be special. And then Lassiter, we talked about him a lot out of Georgia. That's another guy, Rakestraw. There's going to be other guys. Don't get me wrong. I think
Rakestraw is nice, bro, but he's not
I'm not saying that the creme de la creme, brother. Like I agree with you. Terrion Arnold and Winyan Mitchell. You already know I coined the phrase. You know what I mean? Those are the guys I think that are the number one guy and number two guy, clear cut. And then you got the Kool-Aid McKinstry's. But there's always those surprise guys, bro. Like where was Richard Sherman drafted? You know, there's a lot of these guys that you find in those middle rounds, and they end up being phenomenal players and even all pro future Hall of Fame guys. I understand what you're saying, just going off of the tape right now. But what do we always say, Wasted? Situations dictate reality, right?
You got to go to the right situation. And that's how it is for a lot of these. Look, I'm not saying that, you can't find value. You can find value in the mid rounds. You can possibly draft a starter. But what I know is when you talk about the linemen in it, like the Joe Alts of the world, the Fuagas of the world, the Fashanus of the world, those guys are some of the best prospects in this draft.
Well, I agree.
Look at the top 50. The top 50 is riddled with linemen, bro.
Brother, I'm taking a tackle over a corner.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying if we decided on going corner, I wouldn't be upset because if you get an Arnold or you get a Quinyon Mitchell, you're getting pretty much, like you said, potentially an all-pro from day one, a guy that can come in and potentially be number one in that DB room. I understand it, but too many great tackles. I wouldn't pass up on that. You know what I mean? Like, I personally would rather take a right tackle. I'm just responding to what Black Sail said, bro. If we ended up taking one of those guys, I wouldn't be upset because I know potentially a Paul out of Houston to be available, Patrick Paul in the third round, potentially a Blake Fisher. There's still other guys. So you could potentially get your corner one in the first round and still find a serviceable tackle in potentially the second or third round. I'm not against it, but I want Fuaga, bro. Like, that's my pick at 13, period. He fits the mold, down and dirty player. He just has that Raider mindset. I want Fuaga. That's my guy at 13. Clear cut.
Well, bro, when you look at some of these guys, man, look at Michael Penix Jr., right? And look at how many sacks he took in college. He only got sacked 11 times, bro.
Yeah.
That line was elite. Like, a lot of people think that he can't move, and then he goes and runs a 4.46, and then everybody's shocked because he didn't fucking really have to. Yeah. You're only getting sacked 11 times in a college season. He only got sacked one time a game.
Yeah, both your tackles are probably top three round guys. Top 3 round guys. You know, Rosengarten, and then you got the young pup on the other side. So, no, I agree with you, bro. I mean, but I just, man, like, Fuaga is the fight. And I think I've said this since day one. I think that the young pup, the right tackle out of Washington, is going to end up being the guard. Rosengarten. I think he's going to be a guard at the next level. Okay. But a lot of people say he hasn't played guard at the collegiate level and so on and so forth. I don't care. I think he's going to be a guard at the next level. That's why I'm not looking at him. So there's only a few potential right tackles that you can look at, the Frank Crumbs in those mid to later rounds, you know what I mean, and so on and so forth. But go ahead.
But I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off. But my point previously, when you talk about the Fuagas of the world, my point about Washington is that, you got 2 guys that nobody's talking about that are going to be available after the first round.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got guys up and down that line. So, I mean, look, I love Fuaga too, but if you miss on Fuaga, there's some people who like Latham better. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, this positional group is so deep that I think that if you get a chance to get a quarterback, you take the quarterback first, then you take the line.
I agree. But I'm going to say this. There's 3 positions that I'd rather have over corner in the first round. Quarterback for sure. If you move up or if you stand pat and you take, and Michael Penix, I'm cool with that, right? A tackle, I'm definitely cool with it. And some people are not going to agree with this. I would take another defensive tackle over a corner in round 1. I'm telling you, if Byron Murphy or Jazir Newton is there and we decide on going tackle, what did Max say the other day in his presser? The trenches. That's where you win football games. We know this is the oldest saying in football. You win football games in the trenches. Double down on your defensive tackle room, because at the end of the day, that's going to make Jacorian Bennett's life a lot easier in year 2. That could potentially take Jack Jones from high ceiling corner 2 to corner 1. That can make Nate Hobbs a potential all-pro Pro Bowl guy, out the slot this upcoming season. So I'm building the trenches if you're not taking the quarterback, offensive side or the defensive side. I don't care, because at the end of the day, it's Flaga, it's Byron Murphy, or it's Jazeer Newton if we don't go quarterback for me.
And so wait. So, like, see, this is the thing, man, with Johnny Newton, bro. See, with our team, I think he makes sense, right? But I've been wondering why he's kind of like fell out of favor with people, man. Like,
injury. And he's back from it. Pro day look good. Like, everything's lined up now. He's good to go. But
the thing is, they say he's had a clean bill of health. I just don't understand.
Undersized. They say he's under 6 foot, almost 6'1".
It wasn't the injury for me. To me, he's an undersized guy. So you have to kind of build your defense to fit around his skill set. He kind of reminds me, and he's more talented, but he reminds me of the Maurice Hurst situation. Well, Maurice Hurst could hunt, but he was a smaller guy.
Okay.
He was very productive in college, but you have to put him in the right situation. So I wouldn't draft Johnny Newton for us because we do have Christian Wilkins. Yeah. Right? Like Murphy's different. Murphy's big. You know what I mean? And like,
I would rather trade back to get Newton. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we decided on moving back and picking up some extra capital, go ahead, finish your sentiment, but I'm saying I wouldn't take him at 13. He has lost some sauce in this draft. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not the heavy hitter that he once was. At one point, we were talking about him being a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
And now there's even mock drafts that don't even have him in the first round. You know what I'm saying?
I personally see him falling out of the first round.
Okay, and then I'm not against getting him. But if we trade back and we're in that 20 range and they decide on saying, we're going to get a defensive tackle right here because now we have 2 second-round picks, I'm okay with that. I'm not mad about it.
Okay. I get that. That makes a lot of sense. Look, I think this is a little paralysis by analysis. We've talked about these guys. We've kicked this around a lot, right?
Yes.
And I think, and now we're getting to the nitty-gritty, and it's almost like, it's almost like sensory deprivation. Like, they say never go to the supermarket when you're hungry because you're going to come home with all of this bullshit. Yeah. And I think us as Raider fans now, right, we're up here. We're trying to do a show. We're trying to be as professional as possible, but our Raiderdom is sticking out right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Every 5 minutes, we keep changing what kind of position it is, what we want, what we would do. Let's set some parameters. I personally would not take Johnny Newton, bro. I'm not taking him in the first 2 picks. Because we got too many more needs, man. That's just, you know what I mean? Byron Murphy is a little different, bro, because he's a guy who has all pro written all over him if he goes to the right.
I think Newton does too, though.
Newton does in the right defense, though, Graphk. I don't think in our defense.
If you make our defensive line the best defensive line in the NFL.
With Johnny Newton?
Bro, yes, you put him next, bless you, next to Wilkins with Malcolm Kuntz and Max Crosby? Bruh.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's the style of play, right? Like, I think with Murphy's because he's a bigger guy, he can play in different gap situations. I think with Newton, he's a 3 technique through and through.
Oh no, he's a 3 tech guy. Yeah.
He's a 3 tech, and that's it. So it's like, then it depends on what scheme you're using. You might not use a 3 tech for a particular scheme. I think with a guy like Murphy, you can keep him on the field for 3 downs.
I mean, bro, Byron Murphy's going to be one of those guys. I'm just saying that I trust the process. They're going to take I think they're going to take the most talented player there that fits a need. And you can always use another defensive tackle. People tend to forget, Adam Butler, 1 more year. John Jenkins, 1 more year. These guys are on 1-year deals. You know what I mean? So it'd be great to have the perfect defensive line where you're paying a shit ton of money for Wilkins and Max Crosby, right? And then you're a lot cheaper on the other end of your defensive line. Like, potentially Tyree Wilson takes over next season and he balls out, and we don't have to pay Malcolm Kuntz. And then we have Murphy on that other side. And then when it comes to the time where you have to potentially pay Wilkins again or so, you know what I mean? Like, you want to have some cheap options on the defensive line as well. I'm not against bringing in Byron Murphy, bro. Like, I would love that. But you're right. There's definitely more needs. A right tackle, a quarterback. Those are my 1-2. I'm just saying, if we took a defensive tackle, I wouldn't be mad. I would take that over a corner. And Quinyon Mitchell is my favorite guy, and he's going to be available right there. But I don't think that corner it's a need. It definitely is. But it's not a major need like the right tackle position, like potentially bringing in your starting quarterback of the future. You know what I mean? And Maybe we just go get Braden Fisk in the second round, the young kid out of Florida State.
I think he would fit what we do.
Oh, no, definitely. The motor.
The motor and everything. I think with this team, need-wise, if we're going to careen off into that, I think need quarterbacks with number 1, tackle 2, corners 3. Okay. I think corner is way more of a need than anything else besides quarterback and right tackle, because if you put a stud corner with the group of guys we have, you're doing a few things. You have a group of a bunch of young guys who are on rookie deals, guys who haven't been paid yet, guys who are going to give you their best football of their career now playing for the Raiders, right? So if you get a guy who is a blue chip corner, he elevates that secondary to one that's pretty decent to an elite roster. Yeah, it'd be the most talent that Patrick Graham has had. You know, on a defense as a whole. Like,
things change if you move up to get Jaden Daniels. Let's just say if that is still an option at this point, things change. Is right tackle at that point? Like, is that a major need that you have to get immediately? Like, if say you give up a bunch of future firsts and whatever, right? And you get him, it's not a necessity like it would be with the Michael Penix Jr. as your guy, because that's protecting his blind side, right? You got Colton Miller over there on the left side. Potentially, you can have Mumford or Dalton Wagner. I don't know. We don't know what they are at this point yet as right tackles of the future. But I'm just saying, if you go get him, you can get a Blake Fisher in the 3rd round. I'm not against, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go get a potentially use all the rest of your draft capital to move up and go get a right tackle. Like, things change. At that point, take the best player available. If you can get Braden Fisk, you know what I mean? Get Braden Fisk. Like, I'm saying, like, we got to figure out what we're doing at the quarterback position. And that's what makes this thing so questionable. Wasted. We don't know what we're doing at the quarterback position yet.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, because once you've located the quarterback, now you can build a roster around that quarterback. That's why I say when you take a quarterback in the 1st round, a lot of people say, oh, you know, you could bring the kid in at 1st round, he's going to compete. Yeah. Look, if you draft somebody in the 1st round, there is no more sitting on the bench and watching anymore. The Packers did that and it worked for them. But most organizations in the National Football League, once they draft somebody in the 1st round, the entire team is built around that quarterback to make that kid successful. The line, the skill position players, the coaches they bring in, everything is predicated on that particular kid. Their draft from forevermore. So it's like, well, damn, now we got a kid like a Jaden Daniels. We got to protect this kid. We got to protect our $100 million man, right? So we got to go get some linemen. We're going to get a guard. We're going to get a tackle. We're going to pass on that. Defense, we went out and addressed that at free agency. Yeah. We're going to build this side of the football, right? The thing is, right now, me looking at what we got going on, me looking at the way Coupon Tom does things, right? I really think, and just looking at the way he drafted, it is going to be best player available from the 1st round down, no matter where they are. I really personally believe that. I don't think he's going to do positional need. I don't, because this team has enough talent. Like, even at right tackle, you can live with Thayer Mumford starting at right tackle. You really can.
Agreed.
You can even live with Cody Whitehair trying out right guard. Yep. You really could.
I mean, we'll probably move him to the left side. That's really where he's been.
He was best there. Well, he was actually a center. He was best as a center, right?
But he's played both, and you can move Parr into his original position at right guard.
And all right, 2 young guys who came in together. Bam, right there. Mm-hmm. Vet. Yeah. Solid line. So we're in a position where we're not so devoid of talent that if we go a certain direction, one way or the other, where you're going to be like, damn, that was a missed opportunity. Yeah. Things have been addressed. I think now the Raiders are in a position to draft to turn some of their positional groups into elite groups. Yeah. They have very good positional groups. This draft is the draft where they can turn these rooms into elite rooms that can stand up against anyone's in the league.
And let me add on that. You're right? Cornerback position looks good. It could be great with the Terrion Arnold or a Quinyon Mitchell, right? You look at your defensive tackle room right now, it's great. It could be phenomenal if you add a Byron Murphy or a Jimmy Newton or a Braden Fisk. The linebacking core is solid. If you go add one of those top linebackers, you know what I mean? Like, we really are like a player away from each of these position groups to turning them to phenomenal. Outside the defense, I think the defensive the defensive line is already phenomenal. I just think if you add one more, it's just overkill at that point. Quarterback's going to be running for their lives. You know what I mean? But there's going to be one position at that point that may have to take a hit, and it may be the offensive line. And The problem was what last year? Wasted. We couldn't get going on the offensive side of the football. You know what I mean? So the thing that scares me is not addressing that right side of that line until those mid to later rounds. And then it's like you missed out on a shit ton of talent. Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead. No, bro. I'm preparing.
Okay. So look, I'm gonna read this real quick. Salute to Niles. Are we believing the Raiders moving up in this draft? Salute, Graphk, and Wasted. I don't. But keep an eye on the Commanders. That is gonna be the move that if they go Drake May, Niles, and thank you so much for the $5 donation, then everyone in the nation is gonna be screaming. They're gonna say, "Oh, there's a possibility. There's a possibility." But we don't know if New England's in love with him. So we truly do not know. But keep an eye on the Commanders. Do I think we are? No. I think Coupon Tom, I think that Waste is on to something. He's always done this year in and year out. He just wants best player available. So, you know what I mean? Whoever they see fit is on that board and is the top. It doesn't matter what position. I think that he'd rather stand pat at 13 and just keep adding to what we got. Salute to Niles. Salute to K. I feel like one of the few that is okay with building around AOC. What he did last year under those circumstances was nasty, but he held his own. I say build around him and give him this year to prove it. Salute to K. Wasted. We're not going to do it again, bro. I already know. We had this conversation on the phone behind the scenes. All I'm going to say is, K, salute to you. I am an AOC fan. I know Wasted is as well. But, we're not sold on throwing Aiden out there year 2 to be the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be real with you. Do I think that he can be a productive quarterback at the NFL level? Do I think that? Yes, I do. But do I think that Michael Penix Jr. would be a better talent than him? Yes. Do I think even a Bo Nix can be better than Aiden O'Connell? Yes. You know what I mean? So I think you have to get a quarterback in this year's draft.
Aiden O'Connell's ceiling to me is Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Damn. Wow. So you're saying that soon enough, Aiden O'Connell will be on every team in the NFL?
If he has that kind of temperament. not for real, bro. Like, dog, listen, I like Aiden. I do. I think he can win games in this league. I think maybe if he keeps building and we see more from him, maybe he'll be great.
Yeah.
But to come here with a team with Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers and Max Crosby and a brand new Antonio Pierce, you want them to put their faith in their future in a 4th-round pick out of Purdue, who had to fight his way up that roster at Purdue, and leave all of these guys who are fucking blue chip 5-star talents, guys who finish in second in
You're unceremoniously blocked in the chat, Wasted. I'm just telling you that. Go ahead, brother.
I don't give a F. Yo, let me tell you something. You know what? Look, I'm just starting to cook. I'm up here stuttering. But you mean to tell me you got a guy who finished second in a Heisman, right? A guy's winning games, throwing the ball all over the damn place. You got all of these guys in the draft, right? And you mean to tell me that I'm supposed to believe that those guys with all that talent are going to get beat out by Aiden O'Connell? Get the F out of here. You guys are dreaming because, now this is the guy that's been under center. He's wearing number 4 and all of this bullshit. It has nothing to do with reality, bro. Like, if I'm being honest, people talk about we got to address the line. The line wasn't the problem last year. The line was the problem. We had a rookie quarterback who's very limited. That was the
well, it wasn't just that. It was play calling. It was a lot that went into that.
No, I'm talking about once them guys got out of here and the play calling.
Well, bro, they still had to. They were using that playbook still, but trying to finesse it on the fly. Let's not act as though there wasn't still.
I'm not saying it's all on him. What I'm saying is there were certain situations where a more talented quarterback would have got it done at a different level. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're looking for. We're looking at athletic talent and ability. People who could stretch that field. Don't sit up here and tell me that you're gonna say that Aiden O'Connell, we need to ride it out. We need to do the car thing with Aiden O'Connell. Get the F out of here with that shit.
Like the beam. Salute to Raider Bear. If we take Mitchell, a quarterback from Tulane, I'm just going to watch the interceptions pile up. Kuiper has us taking a running back in the 3rd. I haven't checked out Kuiper's latest mock draft, but I'm gonna be real with you, Ben. I don't really go off of a lot of what Mel Kiper talk. He misses a lot
Mel Kiper thinks that his hairstyle looks good still too.
Yeah.
So come on.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we've talked about Pratt a lot out of Tulane. You know what I mean? And to be real with you, that's not. I know. Salute to my guy East Coast Gridiron. He's a huge fan of him, but I don't believe in him at the next level. I don't want anything to do with him. If that's the
bro, I'd rather start Aiden O'Connell than Pratt.
Yeah,
the F out of here. Now everybody wants to be this draft guru and hit on some guy who's a fifth round quarterback being the fucking future of the Raiders.
We already got a 4th round quarterback.
Hey, get the F out of here, bro. I want a blue chip, high draft pick quarterback.
Yep.
If you look at people who have been to the Super Bowl and won a Super Bowl, they're all highly drafted and highly touted quarterbacks.
Hey, Hug, relax.
Bargain basement shop for us.
Hug, relax. Next time I'm not putting it up on the screen. Don't yell at me. I do what I want. I want to see us draft our guy at 13 and stop the quarterback talk for the foreseeable future. Go get him a hugs and stuff. Nation, salute to our guy, man.
F out of here.
Salute to Hug, man, our brother. Everybody in the chat, man. Salute Hug, man. He's going through a new career path right now, man. Everybody put them prayer hands up for our brother Hug, man. Salute to Spivey, my guy, donating 5 new memberships, man. Salute to Spivey, one of Shieldmore's own right here, man. The Kevin Nash of Shieldmore. Salute to our brother. Appreciate you as always. Salute to all the new members. If you want to become a member, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Salute to the Mokes. AOC MVP incoming. Wasted. Don't make me get the Kool-Aid. Salute to the Mokes on the $5 donation. The Mokes really, 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 truly believes in AOC. I don't even think it's a troll at this point anymore. I think he really, really loves Aiden O'Connell. Man.
I like Aiden O'Connell, but the thing is, the odds are, you look around the National Football League, just like really look. Yo, Patrick Mahomes, a first-round pick.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, first-round pick.
Burrow.
Joe Burrow is the first pick.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Goff, the first pick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we doing here, bro? Baker Mayfield, the first pick.
And the other guy that was in the Super Bowl was Mr. Irrelevant. So let's not.
Yeah, but yo, he lost.
I'm just being devil's advocate.
Brock Purdy, but bro, that's that one guy. Even Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson was a high pick, Heisman Trophy winner. Like, look up and down the league. There's that one outlier. Brock Purdy is a one of one. He is the lowest pick to ever be successful in his league. Like, real shit. That's not gonna happen ever again, probably. So just look around the league and look who's starting. And you show me a team who's a playoff team, and I'll show you they got a first-round quarterback.
Salute to Gio. Talk that shit, Hug. Let him cook, Wasted. Salute to Gio. Salute to Mando. Trust me, I'm not on that train. I actually like Aiden O'Connell. And the thing is this. You know what's funny? This is the only way I want to run with Aiden. And I've said this since day one. If Aiden is the guy, right, Wasted, you just double down on defense. Take the best player available every damn round on defense. Build the strongest defense that you've ever had in your life.
Yeah, and that's how I feel too. And I like Aiden, bro. What I'm saying is that if I have a chance. Go ahead, man.
Real quick. If you take Quinyon Mitchell or Arnold at 13, you take Braden Fisk in the second round. You take Peyton Wilson in the third if he's available. And you just continue that trend. You get you another corner, maybe a Kyrie or Cam in the fourth. And then you double down on that Frank Crum in the later rounds, get you maybe a Ray Davis in the fifth, but you just go defense, each level. I'm not mad if that's the route that we go. If we say none of these quarterbacks are going to get it done for us this upcoming season, we're going to run it back with Aiden or Gardner Minshew. Just double down on defense. Go complete defense. Don't get you a developmental player in the first round at guard or at tackle or some shit like that. Get you some blue chip players like Wasted. Our brother Wasted said. On the defensive side of the football, get you another defensive tackle, get you another corner and another linebacker, and continue to build that defense. If that's the route we're going to go, I'm not saying that is the way to go. Because this is the year to get the quarterback. This is probably the best quarterback class that we've seen in a very, very long time.
Yes, it is, and that is the reason why I'm doubling down on getting a quarterback. Listen, if this was a weak quarterback draft, I'll be like, Aiden's our guy, right? Yeah. My thing is that you could possibly get a franchise-altering quarterback in this draft. I think there were about 3 quarterbacks in this draft that are definitely going to be successful at the next level.
Yeah, but the problem is those 3 quarterbacks that you're talking about, 2 of them are probably going to be off the board in the first 2 rounds.
I know they are, right? And then, but this is the problem. This is the thing, though. Out of the 2 are definites, right? And then there are another 3 that could, if in the right situation, like, let's just really run it. Let's run it, right? When you start talking about a guy like a Drake May's got to have a lot of support around him. He's got to have the organization around him. If Drake May goes to a really bad football team, such as the Patriots, I think Drake May's probably going to struggle. Is he worth picking? Yes, right? If you go to a J.J. McCarthy's not the kind of kid you could put on a terrible football team to let him just get ragged off. But if he gets
drafted, any of these quarterbacks on a bad team, they're going to struggle regardless. I think the only guy that's going to be set up for success is Caleb Williams.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing with Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels are talented enough that if you put them on a bad team, they'll be good enough to win you a couple of games and get you through it. They'll rise to the top.
I think Jaden Daniels wins 4 games with the Commanders, bro. I don't see it. Like I know they have a few weapons on the outside, you know what I mean? But I personally don't see you go sign Eckler, which I didn't get that connection at all. I mean, I know, you know, there's familiarity there with the coaching staff and so on and so on. But bruh, like I don't see it. I see Jaden Daniels struggling in year 1 with the Commanders. Maybe do they win a game or two because of the athleticism that he possesses, and maybe. I don't see him winning immediately with the Commanders.
I don't see him going to the playoffs, but I see them being just a sub 500 team. I see him winning 7 games with the Washington Commanders because you got to look at it like this: the NFC is the weaker conference, and that's a fact. They're the weaker conference, right? Jaden Daniels is talented enough, and with all of the pieces they got in Washington, they're not devoid of talent in Washington. Sam Howell didn't look so bad there. He didn't look so bad there, man.
Bro, you look at that offensive line, you look at that run game. I don't see it. I mean, don't get me wrong, they still have a full draft to compensate, right? They still have a full draft to pick up some guys and beef up that offense for him. But I don't see it, bro.
So then you talk about
Mariota starting for them.
I don't, right? So then now you look at a guy like J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy going to the Minnesota Vikings is a home run, right? But if J.J. McCarthy goes anywhere else, it might not be. But J.J. McCarthy going to the Minnesota Vikings, he has weapons and a line and all that stuff. He'll be good to go, right? Michael Penix Jr. coming to the Raiders or a few other teams is the cherry on top. And I think he's one of those guys that he can go to more situations and be successful.
Yeah, no, I agree. But we're only saying that, though, Wasted, because of where these guys are drafting. We're only saying Minnesota and J.J. McCarthy because of where they're drafting. We're saying us with Michael Penix because of where we're drafting, right? Like, we're not talking about the Jaden Daniels going to Minnesota or the Caleb Williams. We're the teams that can use those to get us over the hump. Like real talk. We're only saying that those guys are going connected to these teams because of where we are drafting.
Well, you got to look at the teams that are in the top 15 or 13 most of the time need quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. So we're doing a little deductive reasoning here, right?
No, definitely.
Look at the top 13 teams, right? How many need a quarterback? Vikings need a quarterback. They need a quarterback.
Denver.
We need a quarterback. Denver, right? Mm-hmm. Atlanta doesn't need a quarterback anymore. Definitely. The Giants don't definitely need a quarterback. Daniel Jones might have a resurgence, right? Yeah. So, right, then you got the top 3. They need a quarterback. So there, right there, you got 6 teams out of the top 13 that need a quarterback, and you got 4 or 5 draftable guys in that space. Who do you think is going to be the guy that can come in and do well? And when I look at a Michael Penix Jr., I think he fits more of those bad teams than the rest of these guys.
I agree, bro. We've been sold on Michael Penix since last year, even before the national championship run and all that. Like, I think that he can be the guy. Let's get some supers in real quick before we just continue our rant. Salute to Joey. Thoughts on 1, Fuaga, 2, Max Melton, 3, Mason Smith, and possibly going after a quarterback like Jordan Travis in the later rounds. Thanks for that content. Salute to my guy Joey. I'm not against that. Fuaga, you got a right tackle right there. You're starting right tackle of the future. Max Melton out of Rutgers. We like him a lot, Wasted. Yeah. Mason Smith, I believe, is the defensive tackle from LSU. Mason Smith's the defensive tackle, I believe, out of LSU. And then going to get Jordan Travis. The only thing I'm missing right there in that 3rd round is I'd rather go linebacker over another defensive tackle. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I would like that, or guard. I'd take a guard or a linebacker there in the 3rd over a Mason Smith. But Joey, I love it. And if we end up taking the Jordan Travis, guess what? That means he'll be redshirted year 1, and we're going to be running with Aiden or Gardner Minshew. Salute to Joey, man. Salute to Mando. Y'all agree that linebacker is the weakest group on defense? I mean,
no, on paper, but they really aren't. Robert Spillane was pretty much damn near the MVP of our defense, and I can't say that. Last year on paper, yeah, because you don't see the sexy names and the linebacker core. But you got a lot out of this name.
It's got to be corner room,
huh?
It's got to be the corner room, right? Well, a couple pick sixes. If you have to pick, it's got to be the linebacker room, though. It has to be.
Well,
look at the depth. Only because of the depth. Look at the Amari Bernies, the Curtis Boltons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you talk about the starters, right? Divine Diablo played a hell of a year last year. He had a hell of a year, and Robert Spillane had an even better year. He had an even better year. Robert Spillane.
I like our linebacking core, but can it get better? I think right now it is the weak.
I think they're absolutely right. Like, look, I've been saying that. If anybody, I drafted a linebacker in every fucking mock draft.
Yeah, early.
You know me. I always draft a linebacker. Yeah. I think that's what we need.
And you're a linebacker. You're a former linebacker. So.
Yeah, but bro,
bias ass motherfucker. I hear you though.
That's not why though. We do like, bro. If you talk about getting a star linebacker, we got the number
one pick. Wasted like, go get Edgerrin Cooper right now.
Yes. Look, don't let me be in that war room. Don't let me be in that war room. In the second round, come up and Edgerrin Cooper still there. Oh,
no. Caleb Williams is on the board. We want Edgerrin Cooper. Period.
Yeah, right. but bro, like you got a lot of these teams, bro. Just kind of, I want to transition back, right? Because I see people in the chat and they're like, "Oh, the Giants, the Falcons, the Jets." That makes no sense. They're not taking. They there's no way that the Jets with Aaron Rodgers at 40, going on 41 years old, are gonna go and draft a quarterback where they have to build around him.
You gotta go all in this year,
right? They're going all in. Yeah. So they would take Brock Bowers or a lineman before they do that. They wouldn't dare piss Aaron Rodgers off. That's the reason why Aaron Rodgers ain't in Green Bay right now. Because when they took Jordan Love, they was like, whoa, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Right? The Giants maybe, but the Giants have so many holes. They're such a bad team, bro. And they got a quarterback that's making $100 million. And we talk about the Falcons, they just signed Kirk Cousins, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't happening.
To a shit ton of money.
It ain't happening, bro.
No.
It ain't happening, bro. So take them teams out of it.
Salute to my guy, Victor, man. Do you guys think Nix is going to be there at 44? If so, would you take him? Victor, I don't think he will be.
He won't be, definitely, and I would take him if he was there for.
I would too, but I think he's going to be a first-round guy. I think that one of these teams are going to value. Bold take here, Victor. He may go before we even drafted 13.
Yeah, he might. I mean, look, Denver picks right before us.
And there you have it.
Denver picks right before us.
And there you have it.
Bo Nix will be taken. Like, guys, a lot of people don't realize, man, Bo Nix is the kind of quarterback that offensive guru quarterbacks, coaches love.
Yeah.
Because he just executes.
Yeah.
He just executes. They love players like that.
People are going to value his strengths over his weaknesses. You know what I mean? Like you said, those guru, like those guys that think that they're like quarterback whisperers, like a guy like Gruden would love Bo Nix. Would love Bo Nix.
Oh my God, would he, man? You imagine?
Yeah, bro. Like I'm telling you.
Hey, man. Let me tell you, man. Sometimes, man, I feel Bo Nix in my plums, man. Man, when I see that guy, man, it's great pocket presence, great feet. 6'2", can move a lot. It's real thick frame too, man. I'll tell you something. You know what I love about Bo Nix, man, more than anything, man?
Mac Jones hips.
Yeah, he has childbearing hips like Mac Jones, man, like none other, man. I'm going to tell you something. You know what I liked about Bo Nix Graphk? He has the name of one of the men from the Dukes of Hazzard, my favorite show as a kid, man. I'm going to tell you something, man. Any guy named Bo is okay with me. Bo Jackson, Bo Nix. How you liking it, man? I mean, you know how I draft, man. It's very, very helter-skelter, man. Hey, Graphk, man, I want to tell you I love you, brother. Like the beam.
Gru, I love you too, bro. Hey, I can't wait to see you at the draft, man. We need your assistance in Detroit next week when me and Wasted do these live streams, man. Salute to Gruden, man.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Wasted is really upset at you, man. He's very upset at you, man. He told me, man.
What'd I do?
Ho-J Simpson.
Yo, salute, man, to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to Ben once again. Spillane behind this new D-line. Weak? No way. Don't let us get that monster linebacker from Texas A&M, Pierce. And that's the reason why I don't think we go linebacker early, because I've said this a million times on the show. Antonio Pierce was a phenomenal linebacker at the NFL level. He was a UDFA. I think that they're going to try and identify the linebacker. You know, a guy that I can see us looking at in the mid to later rounds is a Cedric Gray out of North Carolina. I could see him, or Omar Spites. We took him in a lot of these mock drafts at a LSU, a guy in the later rounds. I would love to take a linebacker earlier than we usually do, but I don't see it happening. I think that Antonio Pierce has a specific board with Tom Telesco in terms of linebackers, and I think they're going to stick to it. And there's going to be a ton of talent at the back end of the draft where they think that they can develop some guys. And the good thing is you got Robert Spillane and Divine Diablo one more year on the deal. You don't have to throw these guys out there to the wolves to be the guy year one. You know what I mean?
And plus the need outweighs, like, look, man, like we said, coupon time with the best player available, but bro, it's going to be so many linemen.
Yeah.
It's going to be so many linemen, man. If we already had our quarterback and stuff like that, then you start talking linebacker. But you need a quarterback. You need to address. You need to shore up the trenches and then you can go out in free agency. You can go out next year and swing big on a really talented linebacker. This isn't the year for that, though.
But I want to ask you, man, and I like that, Redbone. That's another guy that we talked about a lot, you know what I mean? But we haven't heard his name a lot. Is Tommy Eichenberg out of Ohio State, another guy that may be available in that 4th, 5th round that you could potentially take a look at. Salute to Spivey. Is hella funny. Waste is Gruden is better than real Gruden. This is factory outlet. I'm going to ask you because, Victor Fur put something out there the other day, which I'm going to be real with you. I think it was a reach. I think it's just this time of the year where, people are trying to sell things and get clicks and stuff like that. And salute to Vic. He does great work. Not taking away from him. I mean, a lot of these guys do it. It just is what it is. But he put something out there. I'm hearing whispers of Michael Penix Jr. being the guy at 13. Do you buy into any of that? Because, it's just easy to say, right? Because there's not really any whispers. Like every article has Michael Penix Jr. at 13 option for the Raiders. It seems like the Raiders are like the team that is literally for Michael Penix. Whispers, I think
there are no whispers.
It's just loud as fuck.
Bro. Like, look, water's wet, Victor Fur.
Yeah,
get the F out of here, bro. Like, dude. You know what's funny? I heard Colin Cowherd talking about where Penix can go. He's like, I could see Penix going to the Rams. I could see him going to Miami, and I'm like, you what? What? It's like, what? Really? You can't see him. You can't possibly see him going to the Raiders. Really? You can't see that? Get the F out of here.
Yeah, I don't get it. Salute to all the Mod Fathers in the building too. Top, Hug, LV, all our guys. Jason, man, salute to my guys. I see David Zahn in the building. I just washed your jersey too, brother. At some point this season, I'm gonna wear the Zahn jersey, man. I got to do it, man, just to honor my guy for Mitch and his show, man. Salute to Zahn in the building. Salute to Nab, man, my guy, man. Yo Nation, sorry I'm late. I need that old lineman at 13. I think unless something crazy goes down, seems impossible to move up to 3 or 4. What do you think? Nothing's impossible, Nab, man. Nothing. We talked about it at the beginning of this show. There's a lot of talk right now about Drake May going number 2 to the Commanders, and to me, he fits the billing of what Adam Peters wants to do at the quarterback position. It may not be the sexiest pick for them, but I think long term it may fit what they're trying to do. So just hold on tight, brother. We look, Jaden Daniels is not for sure gone at number 2 just yet. Until it's official, we still have a shot at it. You know what I mean? Is it a very realistic shot at this point?
Let me ask you a question. Can you see Jaden Daniels pulling an Eli?
I think he's already doing it. If I'm being honest, I think that he's already doing. He's visiting New England. He's visiting the Commanders. Him going live all the time and talking to his guys and playing into the Raider thing. He's already doing it. I think he's been doing it. To be real with you, he's pretty much let every team know I want to be a Raider. But he's not going on and saying, fuck the Commanders, I don't want to go there. Fuck the Patriots, I don't want to go there. Fuck the Bears or whatever. He's been saying it all off season. I mean, bro, he thanked Antonio Pierce at his Heisman. He went to the Broncos game. The last game of the season was in the locker room. I don't think it gets any more clear cut than I want to be a Raider. There was an interview that he did. What city do you like the best? They named every city.
Las Vegas, yeah.
Las Vegas. I mean, bro, like he's been pulling an Eli Manning, but the thing is, it's a steep climb to go from 3 to 13 instead of doing the Eli move and just moving back 1 or 2 spots. You know what I mean? It's a lot more difficult, but he's been doing that. He's been letting teams know where he wants to go. But guess what? Millions and millions of dollars changes things. If the Commanders give him a shit ton of money to be their guy moving forward, guess what? He's going to love the Commanders. He's going to fall in love with that organization, and he's going to be paid for the rest of his life. He's going to be thanking them forever that they made him a multimillionaire playing the game that he loves. So at the end of the day, man, I think he's been doing it. I truly do. Salute to everybody here in the Demox. Says JD's never going to win the Lombardi. Damn, Demox, you were so sold on AOC. He said that nasty work out here in these streets.
Man, get the F out of here, Demox. And Walt, goddamn it, Walt, you're still on the clock from 3 weeks ago. You're still on the clock, Walt. Where's
Nasty
your pick?
work. Nasty
work, Walt. Walt, get the F out of here.
Nasty work. Salute to the 1,300 plus people in the building, you guys. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up, pay your bar tabs, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on both channels, man. We're on our way to new milestones. I got a feeling, man, I can get to 25,000 before next week. Need about 300 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Wasted is on his way to 15K, you guys. Let's run them shits up. Hit that subscribe button.
Yo, and Graphk, you have a well-deserved fan base, man. You got a lot of people that mess with you, man.
Hey, man, look, bro, and
you deserve it, man.
And they rock with you heavy too, brother. So look, we're
deserve it, man.
We're both blessed to be doing what we do, man. Salute the top. The people in the Raiders organization don't know what Telesco is going to do. Little on Vic. Salute the top. He says, this is what Walt says right here. 13, Penix. 44, Kingsley. So you get your tackle quarterback duo right there in the first 2 rounds. Abrams, Drain. Okay, so you get your corner there in the 3rd round of Missouri. So you're doing back-to-back corners. Elijah Jones out of Boston College in the 4th. 5th round, Jamari Thrash out of Louisville. Okay. I'm not mad at that. So you just said, let's skip over the linebacker position and no running back. You're going to get a running back in the 6th wall? Or like what? Are you going to get a guard later? But I like those names. I'm not mad at that. Yeah, he does it. Hey, real ones know, bro. Real ones know. Graphk agrees as usual. Real ones know. Salute the Desert Raider, man. Salute the man, though. Wasted, you like LeBron James? Is he to go? Salute to Devontae Adams. We're blessed for both of you, man. That content. Salute to my guy, man. Devontae Adams in the building, my dog. Always support what we do over here at Shieldmore and the algorithm, man. True Raider says, hit that sub button. Salute the True Raider in the building also, man. Let me see. My guy Jason also is in the building, man. Blessings, fellas. I don't know about the draft for me. It's still 50-50. If I'm going, was hoping to see y'all, but might have to wait for – oh, you're not going? Jay, call me after the live, bro. We got to talk. I thought you were –
F is going on, Jason.
I thought you were locked and loaded, King. I thought you were ready to go.
Pennsyltucky. Where you at, Pennsyltucky?
Salute to my guy. My boy put his hours in at work in January, bro. The switch up is real. Salute to my guy. I mean, you pulled a stew, man. Jason pulled a stew. Wasted.
Listen, where's stew at? I'm sorry, I just felt like pressing the button.
I love it. Wiping feet. Salute to Tay in the building, man. Salute to Steam T. I'm still standing on the table for Louisville corner. Another guy that's gained a lot of momentum. I'm at the cornerback position, man. Brownlee. I'm not mad at that. If you take him in the later rounds, I'm cool with that. Another look, he could be one of those ones at the next level. Johnny Kickness says Fawaga, no matter what. I'm with you, King.
The greatest name in YouTube history.
Johnny Kicknuts. I don't know if it's better than fuck you. There's some great names out there in these YouTube streets, man.
Particles too. That's a great
name.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, look, our brother's in the building, man. Haven't seen Halo in a minute, dog.
Get the F out of here.
Salute to our brother Halo.
Powerful Halo Raider. Halo. What the F is going on, Halo?
Love you, bro.
Call me, man. Love
Salute
you, bro.
Chris. Stu still. Yeah, man. This motherfucker will not pick up my calls, but he will comment on everything I post on Instagram. I hate it, bro. He will not pick up the phone at all. Look, Stu is massively depressed over the Purdue ass kicking that took place by the likes of the UConn Huskies. It's nasty work.
Danny Hurley.
So Tyree, from value point of view, would you take Penix at 13 or Nix at 44? That's a great question.
Value Penix. He's a better player. So there's no value you can put on drafting a better player at the most important position in the draft. It's not like they're two avatars and they're the same exact guy. I think Michael Penix Jr. is wildly better than Bo Nix, but I think Bo Nix can craft a starting career out.
Okay. Salute, man. He said, "What did y'all do to Stu? You stupid, man." When AOC goes 7-1 or 6-2, then what? Billy, we're gonna be over here clapping and being as happy and as ecstatic as we can. We're Raider fans, bro. Hey, if AO goes out there and wins the MVP, we're gonna say we were wrong and we're gonna celebrate every win.
Yeah, like what? Y'all act like I'm one of these douchebags who sits back and hopes that I'm right. Like I want the Raiders to win anyway. I don't care if it's a pink polka dot pony playing under center, as long as they're winning.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not one of these fucking idiots who will be like, oh, the Raiders will never win because they traded them.
I have to be right.
I gotta be right. Yeah. I am poor little Lord Fauntleroy standing on the Mount Raider Olympus, and I have to be right. Get that F out of here.
Hey, we own our L's over here, man. See, to me, that doesn't make any sense because you're going 2 right tackles back to back, and then you're getting Rattler. Are you assuming that you think that Fisher's going to be a guard at the next level? I don't think that makes any sense. You're literally drafting tackle, quarterback. Salute to Kato, man, my guy. Let me see.
Pink polka up.
Hey, what'd you think? We haven't really got an opportunity to talk about it, man. How'd you feel about Max's presser? The kind of the good pressure that he put on his team and talking about, the guys coming in the building and working out and saying that, success is everything to him and being sober, got him just like he's addicted to success, man. How did you take, that whole presser? I mean, I don't even want to talk about the other players, Spillane and all that.
Bro,
it was great, but Max was just totally different, bro.
I love it. The Hall of Fame expectations, bro.
Yeah.
That's the difference. You know what? It's like in basketball. The expectations Kobe Bryant said. The expectations that Michael Jordan said. The expectations that the king, LeBron James, sets for his teammates. These are things that are valuable for a winning program. Your best players being the best players all the way around. That's what makes a guy who's an all-pro, perennial all-pro from a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
That Hall of Fame effort that people are going to fall in line and follow suit. I've heard Carl Banks sitting in a barbershop because Carl Banks lives by me. And I've heard Carl Banks say that he always just wanted to play up to the level that Lawrence Taylor thought was acceptable. And it made him a better player, man.
It's different.
That shit different, bro. And that's the kind of expectations Max is setting. People wanting to live up to what Reggie White wanted. People wanting to live up to Bruce Smith. That shit matters, bro. It matters.
And did you hear where he talked about how he longs, saying that he could be one of the greatest? Yeah. You know what I mean? And so on and so forth. And man, bro, like I'm excited, man. And he's fully healthy at this point. I'm excited to see what Max is going to do this upcoming season, man. It's gonna be nasty work on opposing quarterbacks, man. Salute to Nav, man, once again. Speaking of wasted, how was last Friday? Nav, man, look, dog, it was nasty work on the way home. Like real talk. My wife had to pull over on the tollway. I had to, but I was all right, man.
He had to toss his cookies, man. Graphk has been renamed Graphk Baby Guts. He was thrown up like a prepubescent child.
The problem was, Nav, I didn't eat that day. All I had was coffee. That was it, and 1 cup of water. So it was nasty work. But hey, I made it to the Arlington Renegades game the following day, sitting in the sun. It was nasty work, but I did what I had to do to come out there and put out that content with my brother Mitch, man. You know what I mean? Salute to GA. I don't want to be great. I want to be a legend. It's levels, man.
I said the same thing, man.
It's levels.
I said the same thing when I was born.
We ain't talking about you, bro.
Yeah, we should.
You also came out the womb, you know what I mean? Like, there's going to be a guy named Redman that's going to be the best rapper of all. No, I'm just fucking.
Yeah. Like, Sebo's the greatest rapper ever.
Wah, brother, wah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, salute to everybody. Said Graphk regurgitations. Salute to my guy, man. Terry says Penix at 13 is the move. He can get Adams the rock consistently. Hopefully one of these bozos takes McCarthy early to better our chances. And I think that Minnesota is going to move up to get him.
Thank you, Curry. Thank you.
Hey, I'm hoping that, Denver moves up. What if I can see Sean Payton doing some dumb shit and moving up to go get Bo Nix?
Yeah, he's chewing his juicy fruit.
Yeah.
I mean, but bro, look, there's nobody in this draft who needs a quarterback more than the Denver Broncos. Let's be for real. Bro, they got Jarrett Stidham. They got Jarrett Stidham and who the other kid on there? They got Jarrett Stidham and Flotsam and Jetsam at quarterback. Bro, they need a quarterback now.
Shit, bro, they need 2 of them. Shit, like they may have to get a few in this thing. Salute to Ben. He says, light the bean. Salute to Spivey, man. I love this show. Been a Raider fan since 68, and I love you guys. We love you too, brother. Got my autographed Jack Tatum jersey, and all my grandkids are brain sick Raider fans. We got to be sick to be Raider fans, man. Salute to my guy Spivey in the building. He said they got Jarrett Stidham, and who the fuck are you, fam?
That's exactly who they got behind Jarrett Stidham. Who the fuck are you, fam?
Who the fuck are you, fam? Salute. I love this show. Oh, man, Spivey, come on, man.
Spivey, we ain't got to do that. We just read it, bro. Spivey, you Kevin Nash, bro.
We got you, King. Come on, man. Salute to my guy, man.
Kevin Nash, baby.
Let me see. True says, what do you think about the Commanders having all these quarterbacks there at the same time? I think they're doing their due diligence. I think they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like this is a big portion of their success moving forward. Like this is a major. This could be a huge blow to the Commanders, or this can set up their future. They got Magic Johnson and a shit ton of billionaires that are trying to build this thing and have it be successful the foreseeable future. Like this is the best thing to do is have JJ McCarthy in there, Drake May, you want to have all those guys in there so you can see who the guy is. I mean, bro, I'm not saying it's gonna work, bro. Like I don't care if it works.
Magic Johnson, man. Why do I keep throwing that around like that fucking matters?
Did the Dodgers?
It does not matter at all.
Did the Dodgers win anything until Magic Johnson was owner?
Bro, yeah, they've won before Magic Johnson was.
Wait, I'm talking about
Magic Johnson did not make any decisions with the damn Dodgers.
I'm not saying that.
Out of here, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, hey,
when Frank McCourt sold the team, that's why the Dodgers start winning, man. Like, stop, man. Magic.
Who has
I ain't gonna be there. Get the F out of here, man. Magic Johnson, like, bro, he was running the fucking Lakers and they were terrible.
Hey man,
Get the F out of here. I love Magic.
Hey man, Magic Johnson is the greatest basketball player of all time.
Bro, Magic Johnson drafted fucking Lonzo Ball over Jason Tatum.
He is the greatest. He is the greatest basketball player of all time. Watch your mouth, man.
He's one of them. He's not the greatest.
He's the greatest.
He's one of them. Get your F out of here.
Magic Johnson.
There's a guy right now playing for the Lakers who's greater than Magic Johnson.
Who? James Worthy is better than LeBron James.
Yeah, right. Big Game James better than Bron. I don't know about that.
That's still my second favorite player of all time, though.
I love Big Game. I love Magic. I mean, but listen, man, that LeBron, Ramon James, Michael Jordan is greater than Magic Johnson. But Magic Johnson, you can't name too many names for you. Listen, I'm sorry, you can't.
You know what? I can name a few. All right.
I can only name 4 people before I name Magic.
De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, Murray. Come on, man. What are we?
The F out of here with your bum ass Kings.
Right the beam, man. Come on.
One shit.
Get out of here, man. Salute to LV, my brother. Salute to all the new members in the building. Salute to my guy, man. As always, appreciate you, King. My brother, man. Salute to all the new members as well. If you guys want to become a member, hit the link is pinned up top. One of the best ways to support what we do over here, man. And hit that join button on Wasted channel also. Let me see. Solomon says, Graphk and Wasted, keep talking that shit. Who effing gives 2 shit? I do. Magic is my favorite player of all time, and I'm a Kings fan. But Magic and James Worthy are 2 of my favorite basketball players of all time. Ever. Period. But like the beam. Salute to Forte. Sorry, brother's been MIA, started a new job, man. Congratulations on the new work, King. That's what's up, man. Hopefully I'm back for good to support you both. Can't wait for the draft. Hope we get.
Appreciate you, brother.
My dog, man. Salute to Forte, my guy. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed yet, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button on both channels, man. Let me see.
They mess with me with the beat button. I do like that button a lot, man.
I love it, bro.
I love it. I'm sorry, guys.
It sounds better too when you abuse it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when we're not cussing, it's just hilarious, bro. Like,
I know. Listen, there should be a cuss there. Sometimes I just want to cuss and I hit the button to let you guys know that I'm thinking, some kind of curse.
Salute to the hate. Atticus says, just pop in to say I ain't wiping shit.
That's what the F I'm talking about, man. Appreciate you, Atticus.
Hate.
That's some top shelf hate right there. Salute to you.
Nasty work out here in these streets, man. Let me see. Please mute Waste this microphone if he ever tries talking about NBA. NBA grades again. Salute to Mario, my guy.
Man, get that F out of here, Mario. So you mean to tell me that LeBron James, Magic Johnson is great, man. It's very hard for me to call people better than Magic. Real shit, man. Like Magic and Larry Bird are 2 guys that I will always have in my top 5.
Yeah.
But bro, like I can't say that Magic is greater than Michael Jordan, bro. I can't.
I can. Hey, I want to ask you something real quick.
Get the F out of here.
Let me put my Raider hat back on real quick. I'm going to ask you something. We have 1 week until the draft, right? Do you think at this point we bring in one of these veteran corners off the streets in free agency? Like, do you see it happening? Like before the draft, because it takes so much pressure off the way we approach the draft.
No. I think they're gonna keep their roster, and they're gonna. It doesn't make any sense to do that because they don't know how the draft is going to shake down. They might get a player that they have ranked number one in his position and fall to them at a late round, and you don't want to fill that roster spot with a guy that they'll have to cut or something like that.
Hold on real quick. Hey, is this my cousin? I could be off. Big, is that you? If this is my cousin, Big, salute to Michael Marshall. This is my cousin. Like, I haven't seen him in years, bro. I grew up with him my whole life. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, hey, Michael Marshall, because my Big Mike is my uncle. So if this is my cousin,
is this a do we have a reunion?
Bro, if this is Big'em, please let me know, because
it would be you and have a cousin named Big'em.
Yeah. Hey, you know why we called him Big'em? When we was young, right? 2 years old, a TV fell on him and he picked that motherfucker up like this. So we call him Big'em.
Bro, but listen, can we get a duet between Big'em and Graphk right now?
Yo, no, but I'm asking though, like, there's still a bunch of free agent guys out there that you could potentially bring in. And you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, it's my cousin. Man, cousin, bro, hit me up on Instagram. So I need your number, man. I've been trying to hit up Mimi, been trying to hit up Dale to get your line. I've not been able to get your line, bro. Hit me up. I need to talk to my cousin. That's my.
Oh, that's a beautiful. Everybody, give a salute. Graphk just made it. He just made it's a family reunion, man. I almost want to play the whole thing.
That's one of my favorite human beings in the world, bro. Like, I promise you, that really warmed my heart to see my cousin in the building, man. Like, that shit
still got a heart.
Fire, man. I know, right? I know. But bro, there's still the likes of the Stephon Gilmores. There's still the likes of the Xavier Howards. And look, at this point, I'm gonna be real, bro. Like, that price tag has to be very, very low, right? With the Xavier Howard, with the Adoree Jackson, with the injuries with both of those guys, with Gilmore having an okay season in Dallas. At this point, you got to be able to say, you know what, let's bring one of these guys in.
Not before the draft. Not before the draft, because then.
Well, after the draft, it'd be cheaper, right? Because you already approached it, but it makes it less of a need.
Yeah. What? Yeah, no. You know what I'm saying? Because the draft is all about the future. Free agents are about now. If you could solidify that position for the future, you would value that over a guy that's a rental. So you want to solidify your roster with as many guys that you're going to have for the foreseeable future as you can. That's why teams that win draft well. The two teams that win a Super Bowl drafted predominantly most of their players.
Yeah.
Right. So this is the approach the Raiders are taking. Now, if we're going all in and we've located the quarterback already and we got a star quarterback and we got all these people, then you go out and you address that need via free agency because you're ready to win now. A team like the Buffalo Bills, I would look at and say, hey, maybe they might want to go that route. But with us, we are not in that trajectory at this point. We
go get a corner, man. Go get a corner, man. Go get a corner.
Yeah, F out of here.
If you go get a corner right now, it just
wrong button. F.
Bro, if you go get a corner right now before the draft, it's still an inexpensive option. Bro, we just spent $2.5-3 million for Cody Whitehair, a former, a Pro Bowl guy in 2018, mind you, it was years ago. But I'm saying, go get you a cheap corner before the draft. So if you take Fuaga, it's not that big of a deal that you missed out on the likes of a Quinyon Mitchell or Terrion Arnold. I'm just saying, man, it'd be great to go get one of these guys off the streets before the draft. So it's not necessarily a need. Then you can go get a Cam Hart or one of those guys in the mid rounds and not have to reach for a corner early if you miss out on one in the first round. Salute to Sweet Jazz. Congrats, Graphk. Kings deserve to move on. Appreciate you, family. Our Golden State Warriors need a cane and a pacifier. Magic is not. Look. My Magic Johnson biasness. Sweet Jazz, love you. Love you. Salute to Marvin, man. I see a lot of Sedell Threets, Eddie Jones.
Yo, bro, they are wilding right now. Yo, they're going the ghost of Lakers past right now. Hey, Graphk, yo, we got somebody in the chat. We have another family reunion, guys. They say, yo, I am Graph's long-lost cousin's neighbor's co-worker. They also have your long-lost cousins, neighbors, nephews, co-workers, plumber, too. So this is all the way around. Shout out to Graphk reuniting with the people.
I'm gonna be real, man. I just told my wife the other day that I missed my cousin. I'm like, I haven't talked to him. I don't know what's going on with him. I can't wait till she gets home because I'm really excited about. Bro, I don't think you realize we ran the streets together. Like, he was one of the guys that invested early into our music and stuff like that because my guy was, I'm just saying that's my blood right there, man. I love it, man. Salute to Spivey. I appreciate you, family. Salute to Kenny Mack. No disrespect, Wasted. Magic was 42, 15, and 12 playing center in the NBA Finals as a rookie and won Finals MVP.
And yes, I know. And I love Magic Johnson. He just ain't the greatest player of all time. It's like I said, some epitaph because he's like the third or fourth best player of all time. The fuck is wrong with you guys? You guys act like I said Patrick Ewing is better than Magic Johnson. This is Magic fucking Johnson we talking. Irvin Magic Johnson. And I ain't talking about the one who played for the Milwaukee Bucks either. This is Irvin Tragic Johnson. This is Magic Johnson, y'all. Come on, man.
He said him and Graphk ran from cops together. Come on, man. Several times. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to Kenny Mack on the $5 donation. Also, salute to Marvin Lewis, our guy, man, our brother. I'm becoming a member on both of our channels. We want to say appreciate you, brother, as always. Salute to you for always supporting what we do, man. Let me see. I laugh out loud. Can't stop laughing at y'all reaction to my comment. It's all love, Atticus. You know it's love. Let me see. No, brother Lynchon, you just went back to 1993 Elite. Come on, man. You already know. Sacramento's finest. Let me see. Wipe them feet, y'all.
Magic.
Get a few questions in before we get out of here, man. I gotta be gone by at least 5:30 my time. I know you got a call. You got to have as well. So
yeah, soon.
Yeah, get a few questions. Man, salute to Zahn, man. My God, what a banger.
Hooked it up, man.
My
Shout
dog.
out to David Zahn.
My boy. You know what? I got to go grab the jersey now, man. I think I'm going to have to go grab the Zahn jersey, bro.
20 effing memberships. Shout out to him, yo.
Salute to all the new members because of Zahn. It's actually your jersey's in the dryer right now. Salute to my guy, man.
David Zahn, I have your jersey, and it's in the bottom of my trash can right now.
Salute to Zahn.
Get out of here, David Zahn. David Zahn is the reason why I got outed for the sack comment down at the bar. He will never be forgiven. He will never, ever be forgiven for that, David Zahn. David Zahn is the one who outed me for that.
Salute to Jenny. He definitely did. Salute to Jenny. Appreciate you. I see Jenny in the building. Oh my God. She's now said, what is Graphk smoking, y'all? I gotta stop smoking this shit, right?
Yeah, man.
Salute to Zahn once again. Man, you know what? I gotta go grab the jersey real quick. Well, you know what? I gotta go get it, man. Hold down the chat, right?
Listen. Hey guys, I'll tell you one thing, man. Shout out to Graphk, man, for leaving me hanging here without control of the chat. And pause to you too, True Raider Podcast. But hey, guys, look. 10 Commandments says zone blocking scheme coming. Do we draft a running back late? If so, who do you like? Listen, we've already said Ray Davis. Blake Corum is a good kid. Blake Corum is a little undersized, man. But the thing is, bro, whomever the Raiders draft, right, I want a running back that has that home run threat potential. You know, Zamir White seems like he kind of has that second gear, but he's more of a guy, like he's a punch count kind of a running back. He's a guy you got to give him more and more carries because you notice as the season progressed, when you give Zamir White more carries, the more productive he is. And listen, that's just logic. The more chances the more bites of the apple you get, the more yards you're going to get. Yeah. But Zamir White looked great in the second half of games where he was the predominant ball carrier.
Facts. Salute to Stan, man. Delaware in the house. Let's go.
Shout out to Stan the man, yo.
To our brother, man. You already know Wasted got ties out there in Delaware, man. Salute to our guy Stan for always supporting what we do over here, man. Let me see. Get a couple more questions in here. Isaac says JD4. Quarterback, hey man, we're hoping it happens, man. We're hoping somehow, some way we find a way to make it happen.
Dodgers over everything. You said Heaven, or Haney or Garcia. I might go to the fight too, man. I got to see how much the tickets are. It's going to be at the Barclays Center, man. I got to be in Brooklyn anyway, so I might go check the fight. Look, man, the thing about Haney Garcia is very, very hard. And I know this is a Graphk and Wasted show. Normally do this on my channel, but I got to do this real quick. The problem with the Haney Garcia thing is that when they were in the amateurs, they split. They are very evenly matched. I'm going to give it to Devin Haney because Devin Haney seems like he is more focused on boxing now than Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia has careened into a place right now where I don't know where he's at training-wise. Devin Haney is probably – and it's going to be a tough fight for Devin Haney because of Ryan Garcia's speed and power. But I got Devin Haney winning this one.
I have no idea what the fuck you talking about.
You definitely don't. You normally
really,
don't.
Really good. It sounds really good, bro. Yeah. Wasted was right. Everything he said, I agree.
He like, yeah, I got Tyson in that fight.
Yeah, I got Tyson. Salute to Tyree, man. What about us trading down for picks? There was talk with Dallas. Now, there wasn't talk. We just kind of mentioned that team because of the connection with Jerry Jones and Mark Davis. We all know that, you know, Al and Jerry had that rapport, right? And that, you know, Dallas can use a tackle. They need another wide receiver. They need a running back. I mean, bro, do you see that they just signed Royce Freeman? Like, I don't like, they need a real running back. You know what I mean? So it would make sense to move back with Dallas and then move up if there's a specific talent there on the board. But I don't think, man, you can pass on Michael Penix, man. If we remain at 13, I don't think there's one guy that I would take over Michael Penix at 13. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about I love Fuaga. I'm just saying if Penix is available there, I'm taking it.
Yeah, because bro, that effectively you had a guy who is a franchise quarterback fall in your lap without you having to give anything up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the dream scenario, because when we went into this draft, people are saying, hey, man, the Raiders are going to have to move up. They got to. How great would it be to grab a guy who has the potential to probably be the best player out of this whole lot coming and falling in your lap?
And if one of the moderators can't, big pause. If one of the moderators, God damn, bro, I wanted to plug your membership right now, but God damn, bro, you're making this shit hard. Salute to somebody in the building, man. Pause my pause. You know what? You know what, man?
What?
Bro, Zahn said I was trying to give you some memberships as well, and we don't have. I want to see one of the moderators can put the link in the chat. God,
bro, this man just said you.
Bro, your horniness.
No, that's on you. You weirdo. I will no longer share the screen for the rest of the episode with you. John Gruden is pulling up. That's it.
Hey, Graphk, man. Hey, man. It's pretty suspect, man. You got anything to say about that? I mean, exactly how hard is Wasted making you, man?
Hey, yo, bro. Yo, all right, bro.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. Yo, there's nothing else to talk about, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody here in the building. Yeah, bro, it is 5:10 Central Time, and this man is on a whole nother yuck.
Hey, man.
A word to push a T. Yuck.
Yuck.
Ugh.
That's you, man.
Salute.
That's the worst. That was the worst pause of all time.
Hey, you know what I did, right? What happens when somebody runs? We all run, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You said some pause-worthy shit. I ran with you, bro. That's what happened.
Don't try to put the ball in my court, bro.
I see wasted running. I ain't even asked any questions. I just ran too. Yeah.
Oh man. No. That's terrible.
Nasty. Assassin says diddiness everywhere.
That's right, man. You gonna have us up in here with shiny suits on the next show.
Hey, if somebody can, man, do me a favor, because I know Wasted forgot to put his membership link in the thing. Somebody can put it inside the comment section if you could. I'd appreciate it. Salute to Spivey, man, my dog, as always, my brother.
The show is brought to you by Viagra.
Hey, man. Hey, bro. Hey, I got one right now, bro. I'm thinking about pulling the trigger one time, bro.
Man, don't do it.
I've never done it before, man.
You're way too young for that.
I am. I mean, bro, I'm still
too young for that.
I'm thinking about just saying some other. Just do. Hey, man.
Bruh, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna be like Chris Rock and I think I love my wife. Here go to the hospital.
Off to the hospital I go.
Yeah, man. No, don't do that.
Monte Adams. My God, man. Let me see. Martin says TMI, man. When the fuck have we never been on TMI over here, man?
It's terrible, man. It's terrible. Hug D says the heart bearer would kick you out. Damn, Hug, what's going on here, man? You a blue pill aficionado over here? What's going on?
Here? If Wasted wants to party in Detroit, you gotta tell him no.
No, listen, bro. No Diddy over here, bro.
Yes, my A's won too. Let's go. Real quick, you guys. I want to plug this as well, because salute to our brothers over at Woodson Whiskey. If you guys are in the Detroit area, there is a draft party, the Detroit draft party. Save the date. It's a 15th annual. It's going to be some players there, some local celebrities in the building. It's Thursday, April 25th at the Norwood in Detroit. Me and Wasted will probably be pulling up over there right after the draft. So if you guys are around in Detroit, pull up. It's hosted by Scott Hankins, Reggie Lee, and Ron Rice. We're going to be over there, man, doing our thing. There's VIP sponsorships available and all that other good stuff. So if you're in Detroit, man, go check us out. Once again, it is at the Norwood in Detroit, the NFL Alumni Detroit chapter. So if you guys are in the area, pull up on us, man. We'd love to see you guys. Salute to Mo, man, on the $2 donation. Our guy, man, Mo Mula. Appreciate you, brother. You got anything to say on the way out, man?
Pause.
I think I got to pretty much just pause this shit too, right? I mean, I don't really know.
That's it, man. Just pause.
Where else to go with this? It's just nasty workout.
That's it, bro. That's it. Guys, I'm sorry that you guys had to hear, your sweet virgin ears had to hear Graph's filth. I'm very sorry. I want to apologize for everybody over here at Shieldmore, man.
Yo, real quick too. We're going to be active all week long, you guys. We got our guy Juan from the Autumn Wind Bass coming in on Thursday. We got Murph and Swag Friday. We got Sanjit Friday also. It's going to be a double header. Wasted, let me know when you're free from work so we can connect and rock, man. I want to get you on with us, doing our thing too. And then we're working on the ooses right now, having Samoan and Fitz pull up this weekend, maybe on Sunday, if we can all work in our schedule. We wanted to bring all the content creators together, man, before the draft so we can all talk. Walt, we have reached out to Bro Schmo as well. So Bro Schmo is always going to be, on the agenda with us when it comes to the draft. So to be real with you, man, if we can't get Bro on this next week, I would like to have him come on after the draft so we can kind of break down some of the players that we drafted.
Yeah, and, that was pretty much the science. The Bro Schmo, it'd be better because, we can talk about a prism of what we did in the draft because I love the way he scouts talent, man. So, that I kind of put Bro was supposed to come on Friday, but I wanted to kind of save that for later on.
Okay. We'll reach out to Bro and have him pull up afterwards. And then we got, some other stuff and some other guys pulling up on the show as well. But other than that, man, Rod, I was just texting with him yesterday. It definitely, it's definitely still in the works. So just know that, we want to make that one special, man. It's been a long time since me and Bro have been on screen together. So we want to make sure that it's right. You know what I mean? So once again, you guys, salute to everybody here in the building. We appreciate you guys as always. Still 1,200 people in the chat. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, pay your bar tabs, hit that subscribe button on both channels. Thank you to all the new members. Thank you to all the people that donated the memberships. Salute to just everybody in the chat, non-members. We appreciate all you guys as always. Also, go to OakLosVegas.com. A bunch of merch up there. Go get some merch. Salute to all the people that have been buying shirts and all that good stuff. And PlanetRaiders.com. Go over there and check out all of Big Mike's articles that he's been writing these past few weeks. Excellent work from our brother Big Mike. Go check it out. Until then, man, we will be back very soon. Got something to say, big bro?
Nope. I get on a call. See you
later.
Right,
my brother. Love y'all, man. We out. One.
That's what I'm talking about.